In a shocking revelation, an IB report warning hike in onion prices was ignored by many departments of the government. The IB reports went out to relevant ministries about a fortnight ago, clearly predicting that rising onion prices needed to be curbed by stopping exports. The report said prices would normalize once exports are curbed. Delhi Chief Minister Sheila Dikshit held a meeting with Agriculture Minister Sharad Pawar and Food Minister KV Thomas on the onion crisis. Sheila says that she will appeal to the Election Commission to allow restart sale of onions through mobile vans. Sheila admitted that the situation is serious and the government is trying its best to control the spiraling prices. Arvind Kejriwal has officially written to Sheila Dikshit inviting her for a debate before the Delhi Assembly elections. The Delhi Chief Minister though has refused to take up the challenge. Kejriwal has also asked BJP CM candidate to come up for the debate. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha has moved resolution in Tamil Nadu Assembly demanding that the centre should completely boycott the Commonwealth Head of Government's meeting to be held in November in Sri Lanka. Chief Minister Jayalalitha, who moved the resolution, said even token participation of Indian representatives should not be allowed. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has launched a veiled attack on BJP, saying that the divisive forces were using social media as tool for character assassination and spread intolerance towards things they don't like. Nitish further said that their intolerance reminds of days of emergency in 1975 when freedom of speech was scuttled. The Election Commission in Rajasthan has decided to withdraw its posters which urged people to vote. The Congress was up in arms as the party alleged that the poster's message was anti-Congress. The poster shows a woman telling her husband not to just sit at home and criticize the government, but to go out and elect a government of his choice. Headlines Today has accessed video footage from a Lashkar terrorist mobile that points to Pakistan's terror surge. The footage shows how terrorists use darkness not only to de-electrify the multi-layered fences at the borders, but also sneak in after that. This footage was recovered from the belongings of a slain terrorist in September in Thangdar sector. A day after Pakistani soldiers threatened Indian village in Keren sector, the army has issued a strong message to Pakistan. Construction work has begun in Keren sector after the army took up the matter and said that they wouldn't allow any Pak interference in the matter. Pakistan had protested construction activity along the line of control in Keren sector. 2 days after asking the centre to look for other options in dealing with Pakistan, Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah has done a volte-face. Now Omar Abdullah believes that war is not the solution to any problem. Speaking in a rally near LOC, Chief Minister said that no one in the state is in favour of war, as it is not a solution to any issue. He further said that friendship requires equal response from both sides. If one side extends hand of friendship, the other also needs to reciprocate. Prime Minister Manmohan Singh has said that India and China must move quickly to resolve its boundary dispute. Manmohan Singh also called for increased consultation on complex issues such as trans-border rivers and trade imbalance with China. Haryana government has slammed whistleblower IAS officer Ashok Khemka for blaming the state government for cases against him. In an exclusive interview to Headlines Today, Principal Secretary to Haryana CM SS Dhillon says that these are pure administrative matters and there is no witch hunt against Khemka. It's the biggest compensation ever for a case of medical negligence in India. Kolkata's AMRI hospital has been ordered by the Supreme Court to pay 5.96 crore rupees to NRI doctor Kunal Saha for medical negligence that led to the death of his wife Anuradha in 1998. The amount will be paid by AMRI hospital at an interest rate of 6% since the case was filed in 1999. In a Headlines Today special investigation, cops in Ghaziabad have been caught deserting police stations and sleeping on the job. Headlines Today cameras found that not a single policeman was present in the police station on a busy National Highway 58. Rajendra Nagar police station on busy GT Road 2 was empty. A day after a minor was gang raped in the capital, the cops have arrested two accused, Rohit and Narendra. The hunt is on for the third accused, who is still absconding. A 17-year-old girl was gang raped by three men in a parking lot in Safdarjung area of Delhi. The CBI has issued notice to former Rajasthan Minister Babulal Nagar, who is accused of allegedly raping a 35-year-old woman, to appear for questioning tomorrow. Accused of beating up, raping and threatening the victim, the 53-year-old former Rural Industries Minister had to resign days after the case was registered against him. After crossing the 3-year high of 21,000 points, the Sensex ended 45 points down to 20,725. Markets gave up all its gains to close in the red on profit booking by investors, while NSE Nifty closed 14 points lower at 6,164.
As Japan recovers from one typhoon, another is at its doorstep. The storm is expected to make landfall near Tokyo on Friday or Saturday. The Japan Meteorological Agency has issued warnings and advisories for much of the eastern part of the country. According to the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, the storm has generated waves of up to 13.1 meters in height in the northwestern Pacific Ocean. Germany has summoned the US ambassador in Berlin over claims that the US monitored German Chancellor Angela Merkel's mobile phone. Foreign Minister Guido Westerwelle will meet US envoy John Emerson. Merkel has demanded a complete explanation of the claims. US President Barack Obama and Pakistani Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif on Wednesday pledged cooperation on the security issues that have strained ties between their nations. Obama acknowledged that there will always be some tension between the US and Pakistan, but said he and Sharif agreed to build a relationship based on mutual respect. Eden Gardens is going all out to give Master Blaster Sachin Tendulkar a grand send-off after his 199th test. There are special tickets with Sachin's pictures on them, while the curator Prabir Mukherjee has promised a batting to suit the Master's stroke play against the West Indies. A criminal complaint has been filed by Sri Ganganagar District Cricket Association against the embattled BCCI chief N. Srinivasan for defrauding BCCI of over 2,800 crore rupees. According to sources, it's Srinivasan's old nemesis Lalit Modi who is believed to be behind the complaint. South Africa captain Graeme Smith has completed his double century, while AB de Villiers has completed his 100 against Pakistan in Dubai. Having dismissed Pakistan for 99 on the first day, South Africa go past the 400 mark for the loss of 4 wickets. Bollywood's latest lovebirds Ranveer Singh and Deepika Padukone love doing some besharam gossip. Buzz has it that Ranveer and Deepika love discussing the lady's ex Ranbir Kapoor. Reports suggest the couple was seen dining at a romantic restaurant in Goa, but they were only discussing Ranbir. Rihanna was asked to leave a famous Abu Dhabi mosque complex after posing outside the building for an unauthorized photo shoot, although the singer was dressed conservatively in a head-to-toe black jumpsuit with her head covered. According to a statement issued by the mosque authorities, the photo shoot was improper and the photos did not comply with the terms and conditions of the organized visit. Now, while beat-owners are impressed with Ranbir, it seems the world is impressed with Katrina. No wonder then that the firecracker companies have decided to put cat's face on firecracker boxes this festive season. Buzz is that while Aishwarya Rai Bachchan and Preeti Zinta were mass favourites last year, Katrina Kaif has grabbed the top spot this year. Now Cat sure is a firecracker, we say.
Zolo Smartphones presents Zolo Speed News.
This is the TV Today Network, and you are watching Headlines Today.
Wake Up India, brought to you by Samsung Galaxy Tab 3, Revital GOG Bharke, and Renault Duster.
Good morning and a very warm welcome. 8 o'clock this Friday morning, you're tuned into Wake Up India. I'm Ruchika Tomar. Let's get started with the top stories this morning. Manmohan Singh's Colgate defense says he is not above the law and is ready to be probed by the CBI. Will the Prime Minister now be questioned by the agency? Prime Minister says he is disappointed with Pak Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif for the continuous ceasefire violations along the Indo-Pak border despite his promises to hold peace in New York.
I am disappointed because in New York meeting there was a general agreement on both sides that peace and tranquility should be maintained on the border.
Rahul Gandhi faces opposition flak for his comments on Muzaffarnagar riots victims. Gandhi sign accused of polarizing voters after claiming that Pakistan is luring the riot victims.
जिनके भाई बहनों को मारा गया है और पाकिस्तान से लोग उनसे बात करना शुरू कर रहे हैं.
3 gangsters gunned down in a late-night encounter in the national capital. Dreaded gangster Neetu Dabodia among the 3 killed outside a South Delhi hotel. Government firefights onion crisis. Cabinet Secretary to review crisis in coal-bound Delhi. But did a bungling government let the crisis fester? Centre fast-tracks Telangana despite raging protests. Key meeting on asset distribution to take place today. Statehood bill is likely in the winter session of Parliament. Babulal Nagar to be questioned by CBI today. Will the investigating agency arrest the former Rajasthan minister facing rape charge? And Budh International Circuit ready to host the Indian Grand Prix, but doubts remain whether the race would return next year.